Good afternoon, and welcome to our 20th Annual Academic and Leadership Awards Convocation. Students, you are the heart and soul of our college. Each of you brings an original story, important experiences, unique perspectives, and amazing talents. And it is your engagement both in the classroom and on the campus and in the community that brings overall life to the college. And students often say that their accomplishments are due to those who supported them along their journey. Our faculty and staff are among the best. Their contributions and commitment to your success have also played a key role in your accomplishments. Would our faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? College Board and Foundation board members are also here this afternoon. Would you please hold your applause until all the board members have been recognized? Madison Cummings Jr. representing Albemarle County. Janet Morrow representing the City of Charlottesville. Lola Richardson representing Louisa County. And Jim Green representing the PVCC Educational Foundation. Finally, a round of applause to recognize the many friends and family members are here today to support these amazing students. Today is a day of celebration. Students, you are being recognized for your academic achievement, your leadership, and your contributions to our college and the community. Your hard work inspires us. Your determination motivates us. And your success makes us proud. So on behalf of all of us at Piedmont Virginia Community College, congratulations.
Thank you, President Runyon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome again to the Academic and Leadership Awards Convocation. My name is John Donnelly, and I am the Vice President for Instruction and Student Affairs here at the college. And as the Chief Academic and Student Affairs Officer at the college, there's no greater privilege than the opportunity to recognize the academic and leadership achievements of our students. Today, we'll celebrate our students for their many achievements at PVCC. We will give awards to those students who have been recognized by the faculty for their academic achievement. We will give awards to those students who have been recognized for their leadership accomplishment outside of the classroom. We will recognize those students who have been awarded scholarships based on merit. And we will recognize those students who have been nominated for Phi Theta Kappa's All-USA academic team. And finally, we will recognize one student with the PVCC Distinguished Student Award. To the honorees in front of me, you should be proud of your accomplishments and your high achievements. I hope you will continue to strive for excellence and continue your academic and leadership pursuits. And to the families and partners and significant others and friends of the honorees, you too should be proud, as you likely had a part in the success of those being honored here today. Our first recognitions this afternoon will be the academic awards presented by the faculty from our 4 academic divisions. The students we will honor today were all selected by members of the faculty in recognition of their grade point average, class involvement, service to the college, service to their peers, and for their leadership and motivation. For their achievements, each student will be presented with a check for $100. Students, as I announce your name, I want you to come on stage and receive your award and stand for a photo with the faculty presenter as I read the comments from the faculty member who nominated you. You will then shake hands with President Runyon and return to your seat. I ask the audience to hold their applause until the award has been read out. So our first academic awards are awards from the Division of Business, Mathematics, and Technologies. The Sarah M. Steele Award for Accounting goes to Yanming Zhu. Yanming is an outstanding student with a 4.0 GPA after earning 53 credits in a very difficult curriculum. Professor Walshowski had the opportunity to have this student in class and was amazed at the level of performance exhibited. Yanming, you are well deserving of this award. Congratulations. The William and Joyce Jacobite Award for Administrative Support Technology goes to Amira Afifi. Online learning requires a healthy dose of self-discipline and motivation. She has plenty of both. Her dedication to academic excellence is evidenced in her consistent performance and active participation. She demonstrates a commendable commitment to maximizing the opportunities presented by online classes, diving deep into course material, and engaging thoughtfully in online discussions with her professors. The James Egan Award for Advanced Manufacturing goes to Mark Sexton. Mark is an amazing student and role model in the Advanced Manufacturing program because he enjoys learning as well as mentoring other students. He volunteered to lead our capstone team this year and has done so with all the passion required in that role. He always goes above and beyond what is expected, which will take him far in his career. The Tucker and Betty Adcock Award for Business goes to Stuart Appelstein. Stuart continuously demonstrates outstanding academic work across all of his classes. His assignments demonstrate a serious commitment to challenging himself to go further and deeper into his understanding of the business discipline. Moreover, Stuart is a positive example for other students as he thoughtfully engages in classroom and online discussions. His bold viewpoints are insightful and well-reasoned, which significantly contribute to the cultivation of a vibrant atmosphere of intellectual exchange. The William and Joyce Jacobite Award for Computer Science goes to Soren Whitehead. Soren is a hardworking and intellectually curious individual. He often asks meaningful questions that contribute to his classmates' learning experience. Soren's works are always neat and thoroughly detailed, reflecting his diligence and passion. The academic achievement that Soren has accomplished thus far are well-deserved and worthy of recognition. The Academic Award for Criminal Justice goes to Hannah McDaniel. It is my pleasure to nominate student Hannah McDaniel for the Criminal Justice Academic Achievement Award. Hannah is an outstanding student. She maintains a 4.0 GPA. She was listed by all of her criminal justice instructors as one of their best students. Hannah completed an internship at the Greene County Sheriff's Department, then volunteered and completed training at the Harrisburg Police Department's Community Police Academy. The Academic Award for Culinary Arts goes to Lance Shelton. Lance has excelled academically, consistently pushing himself each day to be better and learn even more every day. His talent and pursuit of knowledge is inspiring to those around him, and he has a wonderful ability to push the people he is working with in class by inspiring them to work harder. The Academic Award for Cybersecurity goes to Sergio Hunter, who I believe is not here today. The Dorothy V. Vondrasek Award for Engineering goes to Nathan Estes, who is not here today either. The Academic Award for Information Systems Technology goes to Aaron Gibson. Mr. Gibson is an excellent student, bright, hardworking, and curious. His quiet demeanor masks a sharp wit and intelligence. He has been a joy to have in the classroom. The Euler Prize for Excellence in Mathematics goes to Benjamin Michalewski, but he is not here today. The Gene Johnson Mathematics Spirit Award goes to Kwa Lee. No one deserves the Spirit Award more than Kwa Lee. He is a strong, engaged student who works hard for himself and others. He serves as a tutor in the Tutoring Center in addition to working as an embedded tutor through the UVA Student Success Prediction Program. He is nonstop engaged with his peers, helping them get where they need to go. The Academic Award for Physics goes to Isabella Ward, who is not here. On to academic awards from the Division of Health and Life Sciences. Our first award in that division is the Doris Brandolo Award for Anatomy and Physiology, which goes to Kim Cates. Kim is an exceptional A&P student. After major life changes, she returned to school to complete sonography prerequisites and show her children the importance of meeting educational goals, allowing for economic mobility. Kim entered A&P nervous and doubting herself. She quickly excelled academically and often assisted classmates with course material. The confident Kim will excel in her career and make a positive impact on her family and community. The academic award for biology goes to Gwyneth Hansen. Gwen is an outstanding student and scientist. Her enthusiasm for biology and microbiology in particular is infectious. She conducted original research on, I hope I get this right, endophytic fungi in leaves for her capstone project, and she has a bright scientific future ahead of her. The academic award for chemistry goes to Isabella Mays. Isabella is an amazing student. Somehow, she manages to complete homework assignments at about the same time they are posted. She has a solid work ethic and endless intellectual ability. It has been an honor to work with her. The chemistry department wishes her the best of luck with all her future endeavors. The academic award for diagnostic medical sonography goes to John Reed. John displays a passion for learning and a commitment to mastering the technicalities of ultrasound. He has excelled in the classroom and applied this knowledge to real-world settings. His education, clinical proficiency, and attention to detail has earned him the respect of faculty, peers, and instructors. We have no doubt that John will make significant contributions to the field of sonography. The Joyce Fortune Arrington Award for Emergency Medical Services goes to Tori Davis. The EMS program is proud to nominate Tori Davis for the EMS Academic Award. Tori is a second semester paramedic student in the program. She has the aspects of what we look for in a paramedic student: strong leadership skills, a strong drive for success, excellent cognitive and practical skills, and a great effective behavior with other students. We congratulate Tori on her work ethic. The Lawrence J. Taisi Award for Geology goes to Kira Miller. Kira has been an exemplary student in multiple geology courses over the past year. She took physical and historical geology at the same time, earning the highest grade in each course, and graciously served as a peer mentor and tutor. She was a superb member of this semester's environmental geology course in Costa Rica, consistently acting to make the trip run more smoothly. The academic award for health information management goes to Sharon Pritchett, who cannot be here today. The academic award for medical laboratory technology goes to Samuel Stallings. Samuel has achieved excellent grades in the inaugural medical laboratory technology program and voluntarily took phlebotomy certification, receiving a near perfect score. He has demonstrated himself as a student leader by volunteering as the student representative on the MLT Advisory Committee. He also joined one of our professional organizations and attended a legislative symposium where he learned how to advocate for the profession. The academic award for microbiology goes to Brittany Langford. Brittany is an excellent student who enjoys school and gets excited about science. Much to my delight, she often shares nerdy science memes and videos with me. Brittany even got excited about her first assignment, discussing whether viruses are alive or not. I truly appreciate her enthusiasm for microbiology and how she shares it with her family and friends. The Mary Lamb Wyatt Award for Nursing goes to Mustafa Abdul Hamid. Mustafa has been recognized by nursing faculty members. He is a second semester student, but every faculty recognizes him for his unique qualities. With smiling face, helping attitude, and his peers and staff and his professional and his environment are the characteristics of him. He is focused to learn nursing subjects with passion. He will be the perfect ambassador representing PVCC's nursing department. The Dorothy Castle Wood for Pharmacy Technology goes to Demetria Willingham. Demetria is diligent in her preparation to become a pharmacy tech. She comes to class with an inquisitive mind and ready-to-work attitude. She has shown a strong passion for patient care and a willingness to put forth the extra effort to ensure she is prepared to assume the role of a pharmacy technician. The Adam Clark Wyant Award for Practical Nursing goes to Caitlin Kavanaugh. Caitlin is currently the top academic performer in her cohort. She actively participates in classroom and clinical activities and leads her peers by example. Her positive attitude and helpful demeanor in both the clinical and classroom environment exemplify the spirit of a licensed practical nurse. The practical nursing staff are proud to nominate her for this award. And the William Doty Landis Award for Radiography goes to Jennifer Pendleton. Jennifer has been nominated for an academic award for exceptional efforts to prepare herself for the PVCC RAD board exam and the ARRT registry exam. This is in addition to being a parent and working part-time. Thanks to Jennifer for always being an engaged learner, being open-minded to constructive criticism in the classroom, and for always taking pride in completing quality didactic work. Our last award is the Award for Surgical Technology. Bradley Glover, who is not here today. All right, academic awards for the Division of Humanities, Fine Arts, and Social Sciences. The first one is the Academic Award for Communication Studies, going to Caroline Dorsey. Caroline brought an infectious energy to our class. She was always professional, well prepared, and the excitement and positivity she brought to the speeches made them a joy to watch. She also always made sure to infuse a little humor into her presentations. Caroline was a class cheerleader and showed support for other students in the class during their speeches, helping the class to become cohesive. The Dick Harrington Award for College Composition goes to Ella Mills. Ella is one of the most impressive students I have ever taught. While still in high school, she has already won the English 111 Personal Narrative Essay Contest and has had her work nominated for Insights, PVCC's research journal. A genuinely curious and collaborative student, Ella prioritizes real learning for both herself and her peers. The Academic Award for Drama and Theater is Emily Thomas Clark, who I do not believe is here today. We have an academic award for economics going to Kimberly Floyd, who is also not here. There's a few of them that are not here in a row. I'll read them. The Brenda Gail Wyant Award for Education and Early Childhood Education goes to Zephyr Wright. And the Beryl Sola Award for Fine Arts goes to Grace Von Elton, who are not here. All right, the Nicola and Rosa Michella Award for French goes to Paige Wright, who is here. Like the dedicated musician that she is, Paige approaches her French studies with diligence, heart, and creativity. After 2 semesters in online courses, she is now thriving in class and honing her ever-improving voice in French. She has also been instrumental in keeping the French Club alive, participating in meetings, and even despite her busy schedule. Bravo for a commendable tour de force. The Betty W. Black Award for Graphic and Media Arts goes to Guinevere Gamache, who is not here. The Mary C. Kelly Award for History goes to Kira Miller. Kira was a top-notch student of American history over the last 2 semesters. Her analysis of historical sources, informative presentation, and super research paper on civil rights activist Septima Clark were a delight. She was always engaged with the subject matter in a lively and insightful manner. May this be only the start of a lifelong interest in the history of American women. The Academic Award for Music goes to Brandon Duarte. There he is. Brandon has been a class piano student and a private voice student. Brandon has great interest in music, and his desire is to learn and master as much as possible both inside and outside the classroom. He is excited to come to each class period to learn and apply the instruction presented, and applies it well to the best of his ability. Frank L. Wood Jr. Award for Philosophy goes to Simon Ospina. Simon's spirit of inquiry enlivened our ethics class in the fall. His willingness to extend his distinct arguments to the class enriched the discussion, providing helpful perspective on assumptions that often animate the debates about controversial topics. Well-versed in classic traditions of thought, Simon's commitment to inquiry will no doubt lead to many more interesting discussions. The Academic Award for Political Science goes to Tristan Alameda. Tristan is a quiet guy. He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's worth hearing. Tristan is able to analyze political ideas, consider many sides of an issue, and produce a well-reasoned analysis. He is committed to promoting voting and political engagement. He will do great things. The Academic Award for Psychology goes to Liliana Peavy. Liliana is an incredible student and a joy to have in class. She is attentive, engaging, and inquisitive. She works well with her peers and professors and shares insightful comments during class discussions or office hours. Liliana is a highly conscientious in her academic and creative pursuits and will be an outstanding practitioner and artist in the future. The Academic Award for Religion goes to Samantha Swain. Samantha is a first-year student who has excelled in religion. In the fall of 2023, she enrolled in Religion 215, the New Testament in Early Christianity, where she was a diligent and thoughtful learner. In that course, she attained the highest grade point average among her classmates. In spring 2024, she enrolled in the Religion 210 Survey of the New Testament course, where she has likewise proven to be a top-tier student. The Academic Award for Sociology goes to Brunelli Perez Suarez. Brunelli is an amazing student. I was so impressed with her last semester as she came to class excited, engaged, and ready to ask important and thought-provoking questions. She has an uncanny ability to draw other students into the class and discussions. She did exceptionally well in the class and even attempted to help me be cool by making relevant sociological song and film recommendations. And our Academic Award for Spanish goes to Sharon Deaton, who is not here today. Our last division is Academic Awards from the Division of Workforce Services. The award for the English language learner goes to Yasmin Niazi. Yasmin has been an exemplary TJA student since 2021, where she started in ESL 3. Since then, she has progressed to ESL 4, ESL 5, for work, computer skills, and has begun GED studies in math and science. She wrote a winning essay for Voices of Adult Learners this year. She is an excellent role model for her children and for all of us. The award for the GED or NEDP goes to Adriana Peñas Vargas. The GED Academic Award is a perseverance example. She has accumulated 798 attendance hours in ESL and GED. When TJ Ace began GED in Spanish classes, she took advantage of that and put in 344 hours. So driven to earn the GED that she took math classes in Spanish and in English, improving her score. Congratulations to Adriana. The award for healthcare goes to Ephraim Antwi, who is not here today. The award for skilled trades goes to Danielle Furlick. Danielle is nominated for this award for her outstanding academic achievements and her active role in encouraging classmates to continue along their educational journeys at PVCC. Demonstrating unparalleled enthusiasm, Danielle consistently advocates for the college within the community. Her dedication not only highlights her as an exceptional student, but also as a passionate ambassador for PVCC, making her an exemplary candidate for this recognition. The award for transportation goes to John Crawford, who is not here, and the Daniel Parkhill Award for welding goes to Daniel Livengood. Daniel is extremely passionate about welding and is equally committed to teamwork. His strong work ethic and excellent attitude allowed him to successfully earn the basic welder credential ahead of schedule, after which he routinely helped his fellow students learn the difficult techniques used in vertical welding, undoubtedly contributing to the success of his classmates. One more time, that was all of our academic awards. One more time for... All right, we're going to hear from one of our faculty, and I will like to welcome our 2024 SHEV Outstanding Faculty Award nominee, Dr. Kit Decker, to give a convocation address.
I bring an important message from my Spanish students. Always endeavor to put the emphasis on the right syllable. Right, down to business. And I propose a game. I have 2 envelopes containing 2 different speeches, and you get to choose. And I'm channeling my inner Kemper Steele here. Oh, that's a really scary thought that I might have an inner Kemper Steele. But Exhibit A is an impeccably phrased, elegant and accurate, yet also rather anodyne, glib, self-assured piece that was produced in just under 14 seconds by GPT, my robot assistant overlord. And it contains never a lie from start to finish, yet it is essentially untrue. Exhibit B is messier. You'll spot some obvious errors that you could help me fix. It is perhaps too personal. It may be funny or not. And took me weeks, well, hours, to write. So which one do you want to hear?
Personal.
We have 80 full-time faculty and over 200 adjuncts here at Piedmont. And I firmly believe that any one of them could be standing before you this afternoon, but it happens to be me, by virtue of seniority and survival, rather than any particular merit. But I know that any one of my colleagues could grab this mic and tell you something inspiring, profound, and true. Pause, thumbs up, guys. Oh, I'm reading the stage direction, sorry. In my office, I just found this program from the first annual Academic and Leadership Award Convocation, dating back to 2005. And this proves, of course, that I am an invertebrate. No, an inveterate pack rat. No, that's not right either. It proves that we got something right. So absolutely right that it's become a long-standing tradition, that we took time to reflect on what our students do well and to acknowledge their individual and collective contributions to what this college is. And I recognize only a few of the names, but there aren't in fact very many. In 2005, there were 12 academic and 8 club awards. And the prize for technology went to one Jeannie Perutelli, now Jeannie Perutelli-Pruer, who is Piedmont's assistant registrar. Good tech skills. When I was an undergraduate, I had one-on-one tutorials with an ancient tutor in medieval Spanish who would nod off as I read my weekly paper aloud. And he would wake up just as I finished my paper on El Cid. And I thought it was quite good, since I managed to avoid all mention of Charlton Heston, Sophia Loren, or glorious 70mm Technicolor. How long was that? He asked. 8 pages, I said. Oh no, not good at all. Not nearly long enough. So the next week I read a paper on El Libro de Buen Amor. That means the book of good love, because medieval literature is saucier and a lot more fun than you perhaps realize. And it was a full 8.5 pages. And sure enough, he closed his eyes, drifted off, and then when I stopped reading, he started awake again and said, "How long was that?" And I said, 18 pages. Oh, excellent. That was very nicely done. So if I'd used Copilot or Gemini or Nomad to produce 80 pages, I think he'd have been really impressed, especially if I'd used technology 30 years before it existed. A few years ago, I was touring Mayan sites in the Yucatan, and if that means nothing to you, then quickly sign up for World Civ with Lecky. And I met a young man in his 20s, and we were comparing notes on the best archaeological ruins. Tulum on the beach, Chichen Itza with its overflowing bazaar, Ekbalam where you can still climb many of the structures. And he told me that his favorite was Uxmal, which I also found sublimely beautiful. And he told me that standing atop the magnificent pyramid of the magician, that is where I caught the sweetest Pokemon, he said. which was not what I was expecting. And that puts me in mind of my brother, who used to lead guided history walks around the small town near Liverpool in northern England, where we grew up. And he took a group of girl guides, what you would call the Scouts, to stand in front of a row of old stone cottages. And he showed them a photograph of those same cottages still standing after a World War II bombing raid during the Blitz. And he asked them, what did they think had caused such damage? And a hand shot up, yes, the Great Fire of London. But that was 1666, if you're wondering. And he considered for a moment and decided to try and add some historical context. So he asked, okay, when did the Scouts start? Same hand shoots up, yes, 6 o'clock. So perhaps a teachable moment. And my brother always made a point of being very patient, kind, adaptable. He appreciated different ways of looking at things and tried to put himself in his audience's and his legal clients' shoes. And he had his own quirks. He could tell you endless bowling and batting statistics from cricket matches, translation a bit like baseball games, from the 80s, and I mean the 1880s. But if you gave him a Swiss Army knife, he would never have figured out how to open a single tool and would have had no idea what to do with it if he had. Last week I saw a fascinating live experiment with GPT here in the Black Box Theatre. It was called Flying in Place. And readers or audience members would give a troupe of 7 actors a prompt, a story or a poem written by our incarcerated students or a personal recollection. And then the troupe, armed with just wooden boxes and colored scarves, had maybe 10, 15 seconds to absorb what they'd heard and then perform and make those stories incredibly and sometimes painfully real live on stage. So this was AI, artistic intelligence, and it was GPT, it was G, generative, since they had to recreate emotions. It was P, pre-trained, as improv takes an awful lot of practice. And T, a transformer, as it challenged the audience to affirm their authentic selves in all their vulnerable and beautiful idiosyncrasy. And it was a bit weird too, right, Hoosier? Netflix took 3 years to reach 1 million users. Facebook took 10 months. GPT got there in 5 days. And I find AI amazing. I used my PlantNet app this morning to identify some plants in the garden. I've identified the same ones dozens of times and I keep forgetting. And although GPT may worry us teachers, it does give us a pattern to follow. One of consume. Consume texts, ideas, knowledge, everything your teachers ask you to try. Create. Create connections and combinations and use what you absorb from your classes and build something new. And share. Share with your classmates, with an audience. Show others how you see the world from your own unique, flawed, and unreproducible perspective. Congratulations to all our award winners. Thank you so much for what you bring as individuals. Thank you for your honest efforts your curiosity, for your right, wrong, and unexpected answers, for your wit and your wisdom and your willingness that I've had the joy of experiencing at Piedmont for the last 23 years. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Andrew Renshaw. I'm the Dean of Student Affairs, and I have the privilege of introducing the students who have won leadership awards. First, the Art Club Award goes to Juliana Gutierrez. Under Juliana's leadership, the Art Club has grown and successfully engaged more students, staff, and faculty than ever before. She spearheaded the first ever PVCC collaborative community artwork for our Let There Be Light event by hosting drawing workshops in Bullock Center. Her leadership style is an effective combination of mad organization, quiet ambition, gentle nudging, and genuine charm. Next, the award for the Black Student Alliance goes to Morgan Gregory. Morgan is a motivated, thoughtful student. Since joining the Black Student Alliance, Morgan has helped the club plan a successful meet and greet event for students and faculty and staff that was very well attended. We appreciate her efforts on behalf of the club and its members. The Book Club Award goes to Kathy Jeffers. Kathy has provided exceptional leadership to the book club for the past 2 years, growing the number of participants exponentially. She is organized, engaged, and dedicated. Without her enthusiasm and supportive leadership, the book club would not be the thriving respite for literary lovers it is today. Next, we have the Creative Writing Club Award, which goes to Michael Goss. Michael has brought a level of organization to the Creative Writing Club. With his strong technical skills, he's made up spreadsheets and organized flyers and forms. He has also welcomed a variety of students to the club, even those taking classes from other continents. His mad Peeperama skills have also inspired others to participate in Creative Writing Club events. Thank you, Michael. The Drama Club Award goes to Claire Benazik. The French Club Award goes to Ty Carr. Although Ty completed French 202 years ago, his interest in the language and culture has not diminished. He was a stalwart of last year's French Club, and this year has taken the reins to lead the small but enthusiastic group. Under his leadership, the club took the second ever Mardi Gras celebration to the larger campus community, where all could laisser les bon temps rouler. The Geology Club Award goes to Kimberly Helm. Kim has been the rock-solid foundation of the Geology Club this year. She served in the role of vice president, maintaining our club Discord server and selflessly training new officers and helping to organize Rock Day. Kim was part of a team that presented the club's success at a meeting of the Geological Society of America. She is a true leader and a great geologist. A real gem. Next, we have the Graphic Design Club Award, which goes to Maya Smith. Maya has been an excellent contributor to the Graphics Club endeavors in her time at PVCC. She has taken on projects such as the Fall Line 2024 design and layout, She has also shown exceptional motivation in finding design work outside of courses and clubs. She has been generous with sharing her experiences with her peers. The International Club Award goes to Brian Zhang. Brian has proven himself to be an exceptional leader of the International Club. He has orchestrated numerous engaging and educational activities for our diverse student body and promoted cross-cultural understanding and collaboration among members. He fostered a welcoming and inclusive environment which contributed to the club's growing popularity and success. The Investment Club Award goes to Robert Romer, who is not here. The Phi Theta Kappa Club Award goes to Clara Brigado. Clara is a bundle of energy, and she launches herself into any task with curiosity, imagination, and an abundant desire to help and include others. She embraces her role and responsibilities as a PTK officer with modesty, a beaming smile, and most heartening belief in teamwork. The Radiography Club Award goes to Athena Counts. Athena has been nominated for a leadership award due to her positive efforts during her time in the RAD program. She serves as RAD Club co-treasurer, assisted with club fundraisers, demonstrates positive leadership in her lab TBL groups, and provides a calm, quiet presence for all around her. The Red Cross Award goes to Kiabatswe Leshwi. Kia has initiative and energy. Kia started the club and has led members, just this year, in organizing and supporting 5 PVCC Red Cross blood drives, supplying Clark Elementary families with first aid kits, and assisting their annual Fun Run fundraiser. Kia will lead members in Sound the Alarm, Celebration of Heroes, a CPR training, and likely more before the semester ends. Exhausted yet? The Soccer Club Award goes to Theo Stangl. Theo has been an inspiration as the fearless and ever-considerate soccer club president, captain, midfield maestro, gathering friends and classmates to join in regular scrimmages, sign up for a co-ed Soca League team, and even take on a squad from Central Virginia Community College in the cold, rain, and mud. Cheered on by our college president. The Stenography Club Award goes to Fatima Begum. As president of the Stenography Club, Fatima has offered guidance, encouragement, and mentorship to her peers. She can always be counted on to take initiative and organize, even though she is very busy in her own life. The faculty was very grateful for such a responsible and dependable leader. I am sure her passion for stenography and service will carry her far in this field. The Spanish Club Award goes to Serenity Carr. With support from her mother and brother, Serenity has steadfastly kept the Spanish Club going for the past 2 years, encouraging us to get together, to eat arepas venezolanas, to play board games and read stories, and to make Spanish conversation an easy, natural, thoroughly enjoyable part of life on campus. The Forum Club Award goes to Benjamin Marcus. Benjamin has been a vital member of the Forum Club for the past 2 years. He has served as the SGA representative for the club and editor-in-chief for the newspaper. He continually helps at all levels of the organization and has been a great force in recruiting for the club. He's an excellent writer, editor, and club member. The Wyant Dowell Award for Student Veterans of America goes to Jessica Hladky. Jessica has served as the president for the Student Veterans of America at PVCC since 2020. She has been committed to her fellow student veterans and their dependents during an unprecedented time and has continued to move forward with the mission of the club and of PVCC. She has truly been an asset for the Student Veterans of America Association. One more round of applause for all the Student Leadership Award winners. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Harry Stillerman. I'm the Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Development here at PVCC, and I also serve as the Executive Director of the PVCC Educational Foundation. I'm very pleased today to bring greetings from the Educational Foundation Board of Directors. Each year, the Educational Foundation awards scholarships to support deserving students here at PVCC. Over the last 5 years, the Educational Foundation has been able to award over $2 million to more than 1,000 students. That includes about 300 students this year. And as you've heard today, that's clearly an investment that's paying incredible dividends. At this time, I would like to ask if there are any of our student scholarship recipients that are with us today. Would you please stand so we could recognize you? Another important group that I want to recognize, if they're here, if there's anybody from our financial aid team or scholarship team that has worked so hard to award all those scholarships this year, please stand. And finally, that kind of impact is not possible without the incredible generosity of hundreds of individuals and organizations who've chosen to give generously to scholarships at PVCC. If you're one of those individuals or organizations who have made a gift to scholarships here at PVCC, would you please stand so that we could recognize you? And I know that our scholarship recipients would want to join in that as well. Thank you. Again, on behalf of the Educational Foundation Board, we want to extend our congratulations to all of the students and families that are here today, and know that we look forward to seeing the amazing things that are ahead of each of you because of your PVCC education. Thank you.
Thanks to the generosity of the Blue Ridge Mountains Rotary Club, every year we get to send one student to spend 6 weeks studying and getting to know the city of Buenos Aires in Argentina. And this year I think we have a wonderful ambassador for her college, her state, and her country, and that's going to be Katie Lowe. Katie, take a bow. And don't forget the postcard. Every year, PTK gets to nominate 2 of their students to the Virginia All-Academic team. And we have 2 wonderful nominees this year. We have, I'm looking for them right there, but they've moved. Rachel Elhard, who was also a Silver Scholar in that top 10,
and Amber Lowe.
The Distinguished Student Award was established in 1994 to recognize students who demonstrate exemplary service or leadership at the college and through activities in the college's service region and beyond. Nominations are submitted to the college's award committee, and the committee members make the difficult choice of choosing among the many outstanding nominees. This year's distinguished student has demonstrated great leadership and exemplary dedication to his coursework. As a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success and the Student Nurses Association of Piedmont, he has poured his time into making PVCC and specifically the nursing program easier to navigate, and he has shown great care for his fellow students. When his peers have struggled financially, emotionally, or academically, he has not hesitated to help those in need. Recently, he created a fundraiser for a classmate who could not continue in the program due to lack of funds. He gives his classmates sound advice and explanations that have broadened their understanding of course materials. According to the instructor who nominated him, there is no better student, or at least one, with a bigger heart for those around them. Please join me in congratulating Mustafa Abdelhamid as a recipient of the 2024 Distinguished Student Award. I would like to recognize one additional distinguished attendee. Dr. John Donnelly has served as our Vice President of Instruction and Student Affairs at PVCC for 14 years. Prior to joining the college, he had a distinguished career at 2 other community colleges and has made numerous contributions at the state and national level. The college is known for teaching and learning excellence, workforce development, and superior student services. Dr. Donnelly's vision, passion, and commitment have significantly contributed to who we are today, the community's college. Dr. Donnelly will retire at the end of this summer, and he has also earned and received the title of Professor Emeritus. This is the highest honor that can be bestowed on an administrative or teaching faculty member. So please join me in recognizing, thanking, and celebrating Dr. Donnelly for his outstanding leadership and service.
Thank you. That's very, very kind. I'm not here to give a speech. I'm actually here to close the ceremony today. I appreciate the well wishes. We are at the point where we are finished with our awards convocation. Again, once again, to all of the recipients that we recognize today, congratulations. One more round of applause for them. We hope you'll be able to stay just a little while longer. If you go upstairs and then to the back of the building, we will have a reception to honor our award recipients today. It's in the Dickinson Commons. Just follow the signs and ask anyone. Thank you for coming today, and have a great evening.